Good. Ew. What is it? Good afternoon, everyone. Not happy. Happy Thursday. It's quite dark. It's rainy. It's 4:50 p.m. So if it was wide lens, it'd be like this. And then obviously zoomed in, it'd be like. But anyway, to the topic of the point. So I've barely been driving this old thing for a reason. It's actually a really good reason. Unfortunately, I hate to say it's a good reason, but it's a good reason. So on Saturday night, it's Thursday night. It's Thursday today. On Saturday night, I went to a car cruise. There was the first stop in Joondalup, and then the second spot in Ellenbrook. I went to, I had to fill up the car. I put $50 in on 95. And yeah, that got me pretty good with fuel. I think it got me above half, I think. I don't know. I forgot. It's been a couple of days. So yeah, I got fuel and all that. Picked up a friend from 7-Eleven. And when we got 10 minutes away from Joondalup, the car would not go into fourth. Now, it is a 4-speed, so obviously in drive, it obviously go into fourth, third restricted, second restricted, first obviously restricted. But I had it in drive, it would not go to fourth. So I thought, okay, it just needs a little power. So I gave it a little bit just to see, and then took my throttle off. As I put the throttle on, it would act like it would be in second. So it would sort of loosen up the gear to second, and normally it wouldn't do that. It would just sort of speed up and all that. But no, it just went up to second. Went up to second. So I was like, that's weird. I took my throttle off. It went down. Put my throttle back on. Went back up to second. But all I had to do was just let it sort of coast, and it went up to third. But it just wouldn't go to fourth. So I was like, maybe the transmission might just need a bit of a cool down and all that. So I pulled into one of the parking lots in Joondalup and sort of just turned it off and turned it back on just for a little system reset. Did the same thing. So I was just like, wonder what it is. So I thought, okay, so it should be able to rest at the spot. So I let it rest for a bit. I think we got there about 6:40 and we left at 7 to go to Ellenbrook. On the way to Ellenbrook, the thing would not go into third at all. It would stick in second the whole time. Like, it would rev so high, like, it would rev all the way up to 3,500 at 80 k's an hour. It would not go into the next gear at all. I tried to put it in the third option. Instead of changing the gear from there to where it needs to be, what it did was it stuck there, and when I added throttle, it would just rev out. So I was like, what on earth? And we were at like 80 k's an hour, so like up here obviously. But it just acted like it was in first when it was in the third option, and it would just rev out. So I was like, what on earth? That's just strange. So I flopped it back in drive, and it went into second. And yeah, whenever I add throttle, I think I remember when I add throttle, it would sort of rev out a bit, but you know, there's sort of that thing. So I'd have to purposely keep it in the second gear option. And yeah, we got to Ellenbrook, and it was in the drive option. Every time it would reach 40 k's an hour, before, maybe when it gets to about 17 or so, it would change to second. When it got to about 40 k's an hour, it would act like it's in first. It wouldn't slow the car down like it would. It just revs out. So, yeah. So, called mum and dad, told them I'd be honest about that. So yeah, that's sort of why I have not been making videos, why I haven't been driving this thing since Saturday. And this thing's literally just been sitting in here ever since. It has not turned on. I haven't turned it on. It's legit just been sitting here. What I might do actually, I might grab my keys and just make sure it'll start. I'm not going to move it, but I just need to know if it will start and all that stuff. But I'm in a bit of a predicament as well. My Tough Collective's banner here, they just shut down their thing. I don't know if it's worth to remove this or not. It's the biggest thing on my windshield compared to that, and it likes to peel up from these little areas. I had to cut these twice, so I'm almost tempted just to remove it and all that, but it looks nice. But I have to drive this thing for the time being, well, for indefinitely, until that thing's up and running. But let's just give a little review on this car. 2012 i30, interesting wheels that came with the car. Most of this stuff came with the car anyway, so it's not like one of those Golfs where you just flip it up and it will open. A little bit there. It's an interesting sort of car. There's certain things I like and hate about my car, but there's certain things I like and hate about this car. That thing's better. For instance, wait, let me go get the keys, because I feel like with the keys it would tell me a bit more about it. So, one thing that my car doesn't have, but this car does have. So, the keys here, the car's unlocked. As we can see, if I just press, it'll lock. But then, so yeah, it has that. My car doesn't, but I find it's really nice. It used to have a steering wheel cover on it, but I was adjusting it while waiting for dinner in the drive-through parking lot thing. And I was just adjusting it to where I like it, and it just snapped. Like, it's back here. Yeah, this is what's sort of left about it. So, I'll give, like, a demo. So, we used to run this thing on the car the whole time. This is what it looked like. Well, don't mind that. All I was doing, or all I did, it was over here, or this bit here, I like to have in the center, like the whole section bit here. There's like two little things like that. All I did was adjusted it. I tried to move it that way with this side, and then that way, what I was trying to do, and it just snapped. So, can't run that anymore, fortunately. And this thing came with the car, so rip to that thing. But I like the leather steering wheel feel to it. It does have a little tear there, but my thing's worse on the top. It's got 160,000 on it. It is manual, so that's very nice, very nice. I don't like how it's over on this side for the volume and power and all that, and then tune scrolls here. It's definitely taken a lot of use. Like, it's definitely, I'm trying to get used to it with all the buttons on this side for the volume, because I'm used to it being here and all that on a scroll wheel. See if I can just move the steering wheel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like it here. I like either center or just right here. So I don't like it here. Cruise control, I like to just press it with my middle finger, turn it there. So, but the lights are not, lights are automatic, but the lights are nice. The car sort of needs to be on to be. So that's normal lights, high beams. But the aircon's nice. It's got seat heaters for both sides. It's really nice for that cold days. It's got the 160Ks on it, almost 161. It does display cruise on the thing, and then when I set it, obviously it comes up set on the thing. But again, I don't really like this car as much as what I like mine, but I'm being grateful. That's what I am. It's got the trip thing here. So we'll close the door, we'll press the trip button, our average speed, elapsed time for it, use settings, trip A, trip B, distance to empty, which is actually pretty good, and fuel economy. This thing, I don't know what this one is. Well, I know what it is. I've never noticed any differences. This is the steering wheel controller. So I press it once, steering mode, comfort, press it again, steering mode normal, steering mode sport. But it's like, what does a hatchback need to do with sport? So yeah, reset is probably just to reset the trips and all that. Obviously trip there, cruise, cancel, set plus, set minus. Well, set plus, set minus. This side, the volume.
And Jeep has issued a global recall affecting more than 1 million cars. There's a wiring fault in the power steering system which could result in a fire even when the engine is off. Wrangler SUVs and Gladiator utes built between 2021 and 25 are impacted, with owners told to park them outside and away from buildings.
Don't buy Jeeps. The control for this mode is probably just for like, yeah, AM, FM, Bluetooth, or just AM and FM. Mute, just mutes it, and then the phone controls. It is a diesel actually, which, yes, a diesel in an i30. Very interesting choice for selection. I know it's not me, but to get in reverse, you just gotta lift this up and over. Goes over the reverse camera. But yeah, this is actually a custom, or like another shift knob. So our old one was different.
Mostly sunny and 18 for Saturday. Right now it's 14 degrees in Perth, and your next chance to win Lisa and Russell's golden ticket to Robbie Williams.
So yeah, we bought this one a little bit after we bought the car, because our old one was just not the best. And I really like this one. I don't know where the old one's gone. It feels nice. It does get annoying because I have to readjust the things on certain sides. It tends to move around on the top, or just bad glue. But I tend that I have to move it all the time. But it feels nice to obviously roll through the gears and all that. 6-speed. But yeah, I like how it tells us how many seatbelts are activated and all that. For the rear seats and passenger seat as well. It's there, next to, it's like right there. But yeah, tan roofliner, small seats in the back. It's not a bad car, but I still prefer that thing. The windows are fogging up. I find that this car does make a music. But yeah, so that's this car. So yeah, I have to use this car for the time being. Window controls are here, which I like having them in the center. But again, there's pros and cons about each car. I mean, this thing can go off-road. That thing, oh, I don't want to test my luck again. But yeah, oh, I forgot to turn the inside lights off. Map lights as well. You just gotta doot, doot. Whereas in my car, it's just one single light. But yeah, so that's the car that I'm using. I wish I could use mine, but that's a $5,000 fix. But yeah, I want to get that thing up and running quick as can. But yeah, that's the reality, I guess. It's just an alloy tech in the end of the day, but it's the thing that I love, you know. I posted a video about the situation on TikTok, and everyone's like, sell it, oh, it's just an alloy tech and all that stuff. So I made an extra video for that, saying, why sell the thing that I love? Like, you would hate it if I told you, if your car had a problem and I told you to sell your car, you wouldn't like that. So why do that to me? Right? This thing may just be an Alloy-Tech. It may be broken, but no matter what. If it's an Alloy-Tech, if it's a bloody 3.8, if it's anything, I love it. I put my time and effort into the car. The bumper, the side skirts, the wheels, the spoiler, the stickers, all that stuff, interior stuff. I put my effort into this thing. Had to have the effort of trying to find the right SV6 front bar, the same colour, with all the grills and all that stuff. Either just out of it or just a wrecking car. It took forever to do that. I found one with a wrecking one. Well, I found a wrecker's car, which had it, and we bought that. $250. The wheels. I had to wait a long time to get the wheels. I found them, I don't know, a couple of weeks before, and then they were $100. I had to save up. That took a long time to save up, but I finally got the wheels, and I still need to do a couple of things like little center caps there, redo the rear tires because they were bald. Side skirts, I had to, again, same thing, trying to wait for those, or trying to wait to, it's sort of the same thing as that. Had to, you know, wait for them to pop up, right color as well, the right ones I want, like the SS and all that, because instead of the round ones, I've got that angle, bruh. But yeah, it took a long time for me to find those, and especially for the right color and the right price. I found these for $175, and we had to travel all the way out near Fremantle for it. The effort that I did to this, to even put the things on as well, that took a long time, trying to line everything up. The spoiler, I was going to get a free one, but the person never responded, and they sold the spoiler. It just had primer on the top and primer on the bottom. But I bought this one with primer on the top, and it was blue on the bottom. I bought it. Well, I took my time to find the thing. I took my time to wait to get the thing. Took my time to spray paint this thing twice. So that's the effort. I've taken my time, my personal time and effort to make this how it looks. Yes, it still has things like that. I'm hopefully going to be getting a white one. Like a proper white one, genuine white one soon. Don't know when, but that'll be soon. The banners. Bought this before I bought the car. Bought that one, I don't know, when I had Christmas lights on the car. That's my effort, and I've taken my effort to put the stickers on. What else is about this? This. I had to wait a very, very long time to put that bumper on. Plus these took a long time just to be able to wait to get to the car to put them on. Here's me ranting on about one, the car broken, two, the car I'm using, three, what progresses. Interior side of things. With all the cluster, oh, I'm getting wet. With all the stuff on the inside, the steering wheel. I took my time to, one, find the steering wheel, two, to buy the steering wheel and see what the price is and wait for it to go down if it goes down. And three, change all the things I wanted to change from it, because these were actually black. Like these little things were actually the black ones. But I had an International VE with all the chrome stuff, so swapped all those over. And I had to take my time, disconnect the battery, well, negative, take the fuse out over there, take the airbag off of this one, well, my one, undo the bolt there, hook this one back on, and hook the airbag in, and make it all perfect. Put the fuse in, battery on, everything. I've taken my time to do that. The cluster thing, this one's the recent one. I had an SS one, if you would have remembered that one. And I've taken my time to take the cluster out for the first time ever and do all that. It took a long time for the first time. I forgot how long it actually took, but we did it. We did my time, we did everything. It really took a long time. And then, you know, fast forward, I've done a lot. I've put the SS, or the SV6 fascia in. I put the cluster thing on, the fascia, no, the bezel. which took a long time because I had a 2009 VE Commodore SV6 cluster with the wrong clips for it, so we had to take our time to cut certain things that we needed off of that one, and yet it still didn't fit perfectly fine. Till I finally took my time to get an SV6 one with the right clips, and oh yeah, my SV6 cluster that I just mentioned, that was the 2009. I took my time to find that thing with my Calais cluster as well. Took my time to find it, to wait for it all to go down in price, and to go and get it with the SV6 one again. Found it for $30, bought it the next day, went all the way out to Kewdale, I think? No, Kenwick, which is really far away from where I live. And I've gone so far on ranting. And, you know, I've taken my time to do that. I've given money for it, saved up $30, bought that thing, brought home. Again, you should know this, I've done lots. And I got the SV6 one for free, travelled to my friend's place, swapped it for my SV6, or for my Calais one. And then the door cards, again, done the same thing, gone to my friend's house, swapped over the door cards, which again, I've taken my time and effort to take my ones off, screw there, 2 screws down here, 3 screws down there, just on a screw there, firm pull. That one easily came off, and came off of both. That one, with the old one, something in the middle was stopping it from coming off. I undid all screws, but I finally got it, and look at it now. This, it just makes everything much more better. And there's still more things I want to do. The headliner here, that took time. I had to wait a long time for it to become like what it is, because, you know, it's expensive to do roof liners, especially in the black, but I've done it. The kilometers, I've taken my time to obviously put the kilometers on it, but people who understand, or people on TikTok should really understand this. If someone truly loves something and they've put their effort and everything into it, why ruin that with a comment that, you know, you should just keep to yourself? You know, I've done a lot of things to this thing. I ain't stopping. This thing blows up, I'll chuck a goddamn L67 in it. Bloody become Richie. Nah, if this thing blows up, I'll let it bloody supercharge. Nah, I'll probably repair it. That's what I do. Keep retain the stock engine, although probably just do another alloy or swap with a good one. The body's done pretty good. No, well, barely much dents. Only a couple of dents that I do know of, which annoys me. There's a dent in this little quarter panel bit here, literally right here. So I need to figure out this guard liner and just pop it out. Some of these doors have, or just down there, there's a little ding there. I think someone opened their door in my car or something like that. I've taken the Omega badge off. But yeah, this car's come a long way from being an old farm, well, still is a farm car. It was a farm car 2 times. Well, it's lived 99% of its life on a farm, and now it's living half or the rest of its life on this farm, well, property. It's come a long way from all the way down in, Boddington. And she's come all the way up to where she is now. But, nah, I'll never sell this thing. I know people say, oh, we'll never sell our first cars. This thing, I ain't selling at all. No matter what, I'm not selling this thing at all. I'd find a wrecking car with a transmission. That's what I'm going to do, hopefully. We don't know what we're going to do yet. We don't know if we're going to do transmission from a wrecking car or just rebuild. I don't know. People that like service the box or, you know, change it all and all that. Nah, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we will, eventually. It is raining hard. Well, not hard, but yeah, and I've been going on for so long, so I'm going to go. So I'm going to see if that thing will start still. Sort of give it a little warm up and all that stuff. I'm not going to drive, obviously. I'm just going to give it a cold start and all that. So, yeah. Just to make sure, like, battery checks and all that stuff are still okay. So, Anyway, see you later, everyone. Have a great, safe rest of the day. And I'm out.